Let's get to it. We know what we came here to do. We're coming here to talk about the quarterbacks, baby. And yeah, the rookie quarterbacks. And that to me was the star of the show this weekend. When we talk so much, anybody that listens to Chris Simms Unbuttoned and listens to me and Ahmed Fareed or Connor Rogers when he comes in and as a substitute for Ahmed, right? The quarterbacks, the draft this year, the class was phenomenal. Anybody that's listened to me and my thoughts knows that I thought the world of this class, really, other than Drake May. Not only the physical talents, but I think it's a class where we really look at it and you go, wow, not only do these guys got talent, but they really know how to play quarterback. It's not just like, oh, he's got a strong arm, but he doesn't see the field well. Or, oh, he runs awesome, but the throwing needs polish. We've had that in years past, right? This is a year in a class where I don't look at it that way. So that's where we're going to start. And right off the bat, we got one from @Stoga Chess, right? Want your initial thoughts on rookie QBs and which have performed better, worse than expected? Well, hey, plain and simple, right? The guy who stole the show to me this weekend is the number one pick of the draft. And when you're the number one pick in the draft, everybody, you need to look a certain way, right? There should be buzz coming out of training camp about your physical ability. And now there is definitely going to be buzz more than just training camp. There's been buzz coming out of Chicago, which I think is a positive thing because you hear from players and coaches about the wow factor. And I think you look at any great quarterbacks in football right now, they had that wow factor right away in their first training camp, whether it was Mahomes in Kansas City, Josh Allen in Buffalo, the buzz of veteran players going, whoa, this young kid's got some things that I haven't seen since I've been around here in the NFL. And you hear that from Caleb Williams. How could you not be impressed? Caleb Williams is an absolute freaking natural at playing the quarterback position. It's why I loved him coming out in the draft, and I thought he was in a different tier than everybody else. The one thing you'll notice when you jump off is feel, right? Just being a feel in the pocket, patience in the pocket, working in the pocket, never panicking, right? That's what I love. You see Caleb Williams so much like, hey, he looks at the first read, it's not there. He kind of flinches like he might throw it. Then he kind of resets. And a lot of young quarterbacks, that first guy's not open, that second guy's not open, it's, oh, wait, let me put my eyes down, let me run, let me do something like that. Caleb Williams is, no, let me hang in there, let me just check that nobody's bearing down on me, about to hit me, strip sack me, do anything like that. Ooh, I got room? Okay, let me get to my next reads because I can make a throw down the field and change field position or make a big play. And that's what you see. I mean, his first third down throw, oh, great. Pocket collapsing, hangs in there, throws a curl to the left side on a 3rd and 12, a 3rd and 13 to DJ Moore, bam, on the money, first down. The screen pass to DeAndre Swift, how could you not like that? Again, I know it's a screen pass, but the defensive line got through so quickly, he kind of just flicked it out of the side of his ear hole and got it done to where DeAndre Swift now can run and make a big play. So it's plays like that. That's a great quarterback play. Again, the ability to deliver the ball that way with the perfect touch to where the guy can catch it, right? And then not having a room around you and having people grabbing at you and still getting the play to work, special. Caleb Williams is special. I think anybody that saw those highlights, saw that game when you see him get the bootleg, run into the right, kind of make a move on the defense and throw a 30-yard laser down the field to Cole Kmet. Come on. What more needs to be said than that? Caleb Williams is special. You hear that out of Chicago. Chicago is one of those teams that I've been saying all year. Watch out for them. A lot's going to depend on him and how mature he plays and can he take care of the football and do the right things that are hard for rookies to do at some time. But I think the rest of the team is set up to where Chicago could be a real pain in the butt. And in some ways, I look at them as almost a playoff caliber team, but that's because I think of Caleb Williams as such a special, special player. He jumped out to me number one. Okay. Now I got another question from @Nordy2145. Which rookie QBs seem like the real deal? Only Caleb, JJ, and Daniels? Okay. No, I will say this. I like all those guys you just talked about right there. And of course, JJ McCarthy had a great game. But I think if you made me rank the rookie quarterback performances from this weekend, Caleb would be one, right? Not only because of good quarterback play, moving the offense, doing that, but the eye pop factor. I mean, Caleb Williams made a few throws where I just go, listen, That's only Mahomes and Josh Allen's making that throw on the run like that, to that capacity where you can just flick it like that and throw the ball 5 feet off the ground for 30 yards, right? So there's special attributes that Caleb Williams has, right? Jaden Daniels, I know he's got it too, right? And J.J. McCarthy's got a big arm as well. But I thought the second most impressive quarterback of the weekend was Bo Nix, a.k.a. Drew Brees Jr., right? That's what I look at. I'm just sitting there. I chuckle because I'm like, oh, man. I mean, Sean Payton's got Drew Brees, except Bo Nix can run a little bit better than Drew Brees, probably could in his prime, and Drew Brees was a damn good athlete, so I'm not, saying that lightly, right? But like Bo Nix, again, I think what impresses me about Bo Nix, quick decision-making, really lightning quick release, and the ability within that lightning quick release to put the ball right where he needs to. Precision passing. And that fits Sean Payton's offense, right? He's the master at coming up with ways to get people open 5 and 8 and 10 yards down the field, and he kind of just bleeds you to death. 5 and 8. Michael Thomas here. Boom, boom, right? That's what he did for the Saints all those years. Then you start to worry about that. Then he draws up or calls up one of his plays where he attacks down the field, and you go, oh, man, we were worried about Kamara and Michael Thomas and all the 5 and 6 yard throws, right? I'm using the old Saints team there just for my example. And now they, we clamp down to stop that short intermediate pass, and they take a shot down the field. I really like Bo Nix a lot. I thought he played phenomenal. Not only a great athlete, like I said, quick decisions. And listen, you watch the game back on NFL Plus or whatever, you'll see. I mean, hey, whoever was announcing the Colts game there against the Broncos, they were thoroughly impressed as well. But I feel like, and we know Caleb Williams is a starter. Bo Nix, hey, there's Jarrett Stidham there. He did a nice job. I get that, right? But watching that game, it was like, hey, yeah, Jarrett Stidham's our starter. Get out there. Okay, you did look good. Now let's get to the guy that we really want to start and get him reps so he can be ready week 1. Jarrett Stidham's a starter right now, but that sure felt like it was a grooming session for Bo Nix to take over. He continues to play like he did yesterday, Sunday that would be, right? He will be the starter week 1. I don't think there's any doubt about that, okay? The next thing I will go to here, I think, is Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, one drive, right? Again, with me, I'm just looking, do they look the part? How do they look in their uniform? Are they as big, as thick as I thought they might look? What does the arm look like with the NFL ball and the NFL pads? Is it what I thought in college? Is it popping out of their hand, right? Jaden Daniels doesn't have a ton to talk about, but again, looks the part, throwing the ball. He's got great size and presence in the pocket. And because he's so tall and long, he can kind of throw over people with people around him. It's one of the things I liked about him, even with the release that's not necessarily all that high. But, hey, the throw down the right sideline to De'Ami Brown, I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, it was incredible coverage by the New York Jets. But that just tells you, again, Jaden Daniels, and you saw this a lot at LSU, his ability to push the ball down the field on go routes, right, post routes, stuff like that, that's where he thrived. And I think you'll continue to see that, especially in Washington, because they got some receivers that can stretch the field and do that, right? So Jaden was impressive. J.J. McCarthy, I think you put him right there in that group. J.J. McCarthy had the interception. I know that. Whoop-de-doo. Not all interceptions are created equal. And I don't give a that J.J. McCarthy threw that interception, all right? It wasn't like it was like, oh, how could you do that? That was so stupid. What were you looking at? The guy was open. He was on the run. He threw the ball a few feet behind him. Should have led him to the sideline. Probably would have had the completion. He'll get that. That's the things I've seen him do time in and time again. But the J.J. McCarthy situation with the Minnesota Vikings, I think just like the Denver Broncos, it felt like, hey, yes, Sam Darnold's the starter. Great, let's get him out there. But let's really get the guy that we want to start to get a lot of work. And J.J. McCarthy not only fits that O'Connell offense with all the deep crossers and the in-cuts, right? And just like Caleb Williams or Bo Nix, I am thoroughly impressed with J.J. McCarthy's feel in the pocket, right? You know, I know Jaden Daniels can run. I think one area he needs to fix is pocket presence, working the pocket, finding the soft spot, and we'll see as we continue to go if he's gotten better at that. But that, to me, is where J.J. McCarthy, Caleb Williams, and Bo Nix Nix are very special that way. And they're feeling the pressure around. Where's the soft spot? Where can I step or move to now where I can gather myself and make a big throw down the field? You saw that time and time again with J.J. McCarthy. His arm is real, right? It's a big-time arm. It's a little bit of a longer release. He's going to have to fix that to a degree. You saw the athleticism. That's real as well. There's no doubt about that, right? And the last thing I think, and I think I hit this a little bit breaking these quarterbacks down during the draft, he's got to find the in-between throw and be a little bit more consistent there, right? He's a little bit of like, throws the fastball a little too much, and I think he's got to get in his arsenal the little touch ball over the linebacker's head or the safety down the middle, right? Being able to throw that little banana ball we talk about when you grow up throwing a football that can kind of get up and down, not like it's a laser, but up and down with a little arc and pace over a defender, throw it accurately. Those are such big, important throws that come up consistently in the NFL. Last guy we're going to hit on in this little group here, right? Michael Penix. We got to go there. Michael Penix, right, got a lot of playing time. Looked good, certainly, right? I mean, looks great in the uniform. Again, I feel like him and Jaden Daniels a little bit was just a spread offense, and it was very simple. So there wasn't necessarily a ton of quarterback plays to be had. Like I'm talking about with Caleb Williams working the pocket and waiting for the second or third guy to come open on a third down and then throwing the ball. That's what I mean by quarterback play. Or I'm going to get sacked. Oh, wait, I can get it out to DeAndre Swift here, right? Oh, nobody's open. Bo Nix runs to the left. Buy some time. Oh, find somebody open down. That's what I'm talking about with quarterback plays. I didn't get to see a ton of that with Michael Penix. It was a little bit like, hey, this is your first read. Boom, he's open. Hey, this guy's going on a go route one-on-one down the sideline. Make it happen. All look good, look controlled. Out of the guys we're talking about here, nobody looked like the game was too big for them. The lights were too bright, anything like that, right? Penix, though, yeah, I do like Penix's look. The one thing I'll say with Penix that I didn't love about it, right, and there's nothing really to pick apart negatively, I just know the ultimate Michael Penix at his ultimate potential, he's got the ability to throw the ball with more pace, more laser type of throws. He can get in the habit of his front shoulder as a lefty, his right shoulder, not getting to the target. What we would say, he swings out of it, pulls out of it too quickly at times to where he doesn't utilize all of his body's power, right, to therefore take advantage of really throwing the ball to its ultimate capacity and speed and mile per hour. But, ultimately still looked really good, did a lot of good things for the Atlanta Falcons, and I think we'll continue to see, him get more and more real reps, different type of plays, right? Like, this is the one thing you got to realize, and this is a good question by at Nuevo Huevo. With coaches not wanting to reveal too much of the playbook and starters getting limited reps, is it hard to project success based on preseason performance? What things do you look for to get a sense of where the rookie QB class is at? I think I explained a little bit of it, right? It's going through reads, it's staying in the pockets, throwing the appropriate balls. The plays are simple. None of these offensive coordinators are looking to go, oh, let me throw out my best play, or, oh, it's a game plan specific thing here to screw over this defense in this situation. Out of everything I saw this weekend, I think the second touchdown pass J.J. McCarthy had, right, it was a short yardage situation. They kind of faked the run up the middle. That was maybe the only one I saw that was kind of like, ooh, they broke out one of their short yardage plays, so you can't overplay some of their runs there, and they took a shot, and the guy was wide open for a touchdown for J.J. McCarthy. But the big thing is the look, right, how the ball pops out of their hands, right? Are they calm under pressure? Right, and then are they going through the process the right way, whether it's at the line of scrimmage or seeing the field when they do have to pull the trigger to throw the ball down the field? Rookie QBs, though, they stole the show this weekend. And like I said, Caleb Williams, 1, Bo Nix, 2, right? I would probably put J.J. McCarthy in his performance as 3, especially the extensive time and the amount of throws that he made aggressively down the field. Jaden Daniels was really good. It just was limited, right? It was only 3 throws. You saw his ability to run and do that, right? So that's and then Michael Penix. I would kind of rank them in that order. But I do love Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix are going to bring an element to those two offenses of the quarterback run game design. Right, Sean Payton's going to be able to not only call Drew Brees type plays for Bo Nix, he's going to be able to call a few Taysom Hill type plays to run around the edge and keep people honest that way. That's what I'm excited about for sure. All right, well, we got some more questions on the Broncos and Vikings QBs here, okay? At Plug and Play 16, what's up, dude? As a regular. Hey, Chris, hope you enjoyed your summer. Pumped, the gang is back. The gang is not back. You know, they ditched me, okay, on the first day back of school here. But we will be back. All right, you heard he wants to know about Bo Nix's debut with the Bronco. The kid can play 4 to 5 scoring drives, right? 21 dropbacks, 0 sacks, all of that. And August 12th is his birthday. So happy birthday, Plug and Play 16. What's up, man? Way to go. I don't know how old you are, but happy birthday. All right, but you heard my stuff on Bo Nix. I love it. I expect him to be the starter sooner rather than later. I kind of would be shocked if he's not to start week 1. I really would be. I think he's that mature. He's ready to play the position. He's ready to go. At Rodrigo Barbosa, glad to have you back. Thanks, homie. What did you think of J.J. McCarthy's performance? You know it. I heard it. I got there. Sorry, I'm not a great host, as we can tell, and I've kind of talked about things that were already on the rundown, right? And you see this. I got a similar question to at JDB45, and he wants to know about the Broncos-Vikings quarterback situation. And like I said, right, how long will Darnold be able to keep the starting role? Can Zach Wilson beat out Stidham for the backup spot? Okay, I don't think it'll be that long for Darnold to be in the starting role. I don't. Again, you make a trade to get into the top 10 to draft a quarterback who just won the national championship, never loses in high school, never loses in college, right? Has all the NFL pedigree you need. You've seen him play in big games. I would just go, unless he's shitting the bed and pissing down his leg during practice, he's a starter. Let's go. Let's get him out there. I expect that to happen, and I kind of have the same feeling for Bo Nix. Now, as far as Zach Wilson and Jarrett Stidham, I don't know. I think Zach Wilson will probably have to do something special, and Jarrett Stidham would have to, do some bad, dumb stuff to lose that backup spot and go from, I'm the starter to the third position on the depth chart, right? But again, you get the feel, Minnesota, Denver, hey, yeah, Stidham, Darnold, yeah, you guys look good, but we got new toys here, and we want to get them in there and get their experience, and it certainly feels like it's trending that way. Now, to me, to the weirdest thing of the weekend, of all the quarterback situations, right? To me and Pete Dimolitis and Matt Casey, my bosses here at NBC, producers, directors, whatever, they will tell you that was something I text the group almost instantly. I believe that was Thursday night, right? I just thought the Drake May situation, anybody knows me, I have my questions about him. I see some physical talent and potential. I know that. But everybody knows that I'm a little bit down on Drake May, the inconsistencies. He needs work. He needs polish. There's mechanical issues. There's not seeing the field that well. There's messed up footwork in the pocket and unnecessary movement in the pocket, right? So I got a question here from @Drew Juarez. Do you think having Joe Milton behind Drake May will have a chance of affecting Drake's confidence? Can't imagine it being easy to see another rookie with the arm talent Joe has on a daily basis in your rear view. Or do you think his draft position makes him feel comfortable? Well, both. I think both can be true here. His draft position makes him feel comfortable. He knows he's the man and they're invested in him and want it to work. But the other things that you brought up, Drew, they're real. I mean, yeah, does it put more pressure on him than the fact that, the quarterback that we drafted in the 6th round, he's bigger than me. He's faster than me. His arm is is stronger than mine. Yeah, that adds more pressure to the whole situation with Drake May. But I just thought the whole thing was peculiar in general. All right, we know Jacoby Brissett's going to start. He starts. But Drake May, who we know needs work, we just talked about all these rookie quarterbacks who got work, right? With Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels getting the least of the work. And why? Because those teams already know they're the starters in their man, and they don't need to see a whole lot. But to throw Drake May in there, right, for one drive, come in second, right, after Jacoby Brissett, the way they did it, okay? The way they did it, in my experience in football, whether it was me playing, my dad playing, and of course following it like a madman ever since I got done, playing in the league, that to me, and the way they positioned the quarterback situation on Thursday night in New England, me felt like, let's get him out there, okay? Let's show everybody, hey, he's our backup. But let's not let him stay out there too long because people might start to see the flaws that we're seeing in training camp, right? That's what it felt like. I might be wrong. I don't know, right? I know a lot of things in football, but that was very peculiar. Wait, our third pick in the draft, right? The next guy in our franchise, the guy that we know needs work, we're not going to give him work in preseason game number 1? That to me would be a red light, right? Of like, ooh, we're not sure about what he'll do out here. He might throw the ball inaccurate and do some bad things, and we don't want to hear it. So let's just get him in and get him out. Because that doesn't make sense. And what I saw from Drake May, hey, it's hard to tell. It was a little rainy there, right? He threw a screen pass. He threw a swing pass to the back out of the backfield, right? And he threw a curl route to the right that was off target and had some of the mechanical issues that I don't like about Drake May. Segmented throws, not in rhythm, not natural looking. But in general, I thought that situation was very weird. Again, third pick of the draft. Keys to the franchise, we're not going to give him much work. We're going to give more work to the guy in the 6th round, Joe Milton, in preseason game number 1. Kind of makes no sense to me. And then, of course, they're in the danger of, back to what our man Drew Juarez said, of, yeah, Joe Milton, as we've heard throughout training camp and as we heard throughout OTAs, he opens up eyes. He does. It might not be consistent or polished either, but the physical ability is great enough to where people are buzzing about it, and that puts more pressure on Drake May. I found that situation to be very peculiar. We'll see what they do in week 2. Hopefully he plays more and we can evaluate him even more as we go along. But again, in NFL world, I think that's odd. I really do. Yo, what's up? Thanks for watching, homies. You know it's the offseason, but there's no offseason with Chris Simms Unbuttoned. It's the NFL. It goes all year around, all right? So hit subscribe, please, to hear my thoughts on your favorite team, your favorite quarterback, and, hey, how this season might unfold as we get ready for the 2024 season. We got a better picture, clearer look now that the draft is over, free agency. We know who's playing quarterback for certain teams. So, again, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe. Peace out, homies. Check you out soon.